learned in kindergarten. What I learned in kindergarten, Robin Stidham.
Mr. Toastmaster. Have you ever been to kindergarten? Awesome. Fellow Toastmasters, raise your hand if you've been to kindergarten. Welcome guests, raise your hand if you or your kids have been to kindergarten. My two sons have been to kindergarten. And I remember the first day of kindergarten for my oldest. It was very traumatic. Not for him, he was fine. It was traumatic for me. He had his backpack, the Power Rangers, and Power Rangers lunchbox, and he gelled his hair and his name on everything with Sharpie. The bell rang. He walked in to his classroom. Bye, Mom. Blew me a kiss. Everyone said goodbye. And there I was standing there in the middle of the kindergarten yard. I started crying. I thought, will he remember to eat his lunch? Will he make friends? We were new in the area. Will his teacher, Mrs. House, know what an amazing young man he was? And I started bawling, and I thought I was going to hyperventilate, and I thought, my goodness, Robin, take a deep breath. This is ridiculous. He's going to be fine. And I did. I took a deep cleansing breath, and he was fine. He made friends. He ate his lunch. His teacher loved him. But that's the first thing I learned in kindergarten. Breathe deep. And I did. And I was so impressed with both of my son's kindergarten teachers. I went back to school. I got my master in education and my teaching credential. And guess what grade I teach? Kindergarten. I love kindergarten. I love the magic that's still in the air. I have fun, they have fun, we learn. And there's been many first days of kindergarten. And I understand parents because I was one. But sometimes parents have some expectations that are way, way, way into the future. And I want to say to them, let them go. They want their kid to go to an Ivy League or be an astronaut or a professional football or baseball player. These kids are still looking at pill bugs and raccoons or squirrels that run by. And as a teacher, I just want them to know that LMNOP is not one letter, it's 5 letters with 5 different sounds, right? So that's the second thing I learned in kindergarten. Don't have expectations. If you have expectations, you might be disappointed. No expectations, pleasantly surprised. The next thing I learned in kindergarten is to be curious, make mistakes, and that's how we learn. And so, raise your hand if you've ever received something from a 5-year-old that looks like a letter, maybe like a Jackson Pollock painting. They're the best, right? And there's some scribbles and maybe some words and letters. Oh, I had one that was very, very special to me from my son. It said, "Dear Mom and Dad, I love you so much. I want to live here forever with my family." And there was a picture of him and his family in his bedroom. And I know that's what it said because I asked him and he told me. And I kept that picture. It was very precious. And when he was a teenager, I pulled it out to remind myself there was a time when my child wanted to live with me forever. He's a grown man now. The next thing I learned in kindergarten was that, well, actually, I have an interesting story about a child that had to make mistakes and learn from their mistakes. And I had to make a telephone call home. And this is what the telephone call went like. "Hello, Mrs. Gold? Hi, this is Mrs. Stidham. Brooklyn's..." "No, everything's fine." You have to tell them everything is fine because when you get a call from the office, you're panicked. No, everything is fine. "No, I just wanted to let you know about an incident that happened at school today with Brooklyn before she got home. Well, we've been learning about scissors and how to hold them and how to walk with them and how to cut things. Did you know that Brooklyn wanted bangs? Yeah, well, she has them now. It doesn't look too bad. No, no one else cut them. She just decided she wanted bangs and she cut them. Yes, yes, you might want to, even them out. Okay, we'll see you later. Brooklyn learned from her mistakes. It took a long time for those bangs to come back in. The last thing that I want to share with you I learned was it doesn't take much to be kind. And so I teach my kids kindness. And I give them rewards like candy. I don't give them candy. Are you kidding? Giving kinders candy, they'd be bouncing off the walls. Monetary rewards are better. No, I am just kidding. I don't bribe my kids on a teacher's salary. No. We learn that giving people compliments and helping people when they're down, literally down, makes us feel good and makes the other person feel good as well. And so, at the end of the day, I become a better person because of kindergarten. I've learned to take deep breaths. I've learned to let go of expectations. I've learned that you need to make mistakes and be curious. I've learned to be kind, and I've learned never, ever, ever, ever cut your bangs on your own.